Kevin Wessell, widely known as the business guy, is an asset protection strategist, entrepreneur, and CEO of Lawyers Limited PLLC and Asset Protection Planners. For more than 3 decades, Kevin Wessell has worked with business owners, real estate investors, and high net worth individuals to structure companies, establish trusts, and protect assets from legal and financial risk. Unlike many figures in the entrepreneurship space, Kevin Wessell built his reputation through direct, long-term work with clients, not through short-term trends or online hype. His approach is grounded in experience, focusing on how businesses actually function under pressure and how wealth can be preserved over time. Kevin Wessell's work centers around a principle that many entrepreneurs overlook: building wealth is only half the challenge. Protecting it is the other half. Throughout his career, Kevin Wessell has observed that business owners often focus heavily on growth, revenue, expansion, and opportunity, while giving far less attention to legal structure, ownership design, and long-term risk. Entrepreneurs spend years building something valuable, Wessell explains. But without the right structure, that value can be exposed. As the business guy, Kevin Wessell focuses on helping entrepreneurs close that gap by designing businesses that are not only successful, but durable. Kevin Wessell's interest in business began long before he became known as the business guy. He graduated with honors from Oregon State University with a Bachelor of Science degree emphasizing business management, psychology, and business law. That combination shaped how Kevin Wessell viewed entrepreneurship, not just as a way to generate income, but as a system influenced by legal frameworks, human behavior, and long-term decision-making. Early in his career, Kevin Wessell became deeply interested in questions most entrepreneurs rarely ask: how should a business be structured legally? How is control separated from liability? What determines whether assets are protected or exposed? Over time, that curiosity became a professional specialization. Since 1991, Kevin Wessell has led Lawyers Limited PLLC and affiliated organizations, working with teams of attorneys, consultants, and professionals to help clients design and implement business structures. These services include company formation in multiple jurisdictions, trust establishment, including international asset protection trusts, strategic ownership structuring, banking and financial organization. For Kevin Wessell, these are not administrative tasks, they are strategic decisions that determine how business performs under stress. Structures determine outcomes, Wessell often emphasizes. Poorly designed structures can expose a business to lawsuits, disputes, and financial loss. Strong structures, on the other hand, can provide stability, control, and long-term protection. The identity of the business guy developed naturally from Kevin Wessell's decades of experience working with entrepreneurs. The business guy didn't come from a branding exercise, Wessell explains. It came from real-world experience, both successes and mistakes. Over time, Kevin Wessell became known for focusing on the structural side of entrepreneurship, the part that determines whether success lasts. While many business voices focus on growth strategies, Kevin Wessell emphasizes legal architecture, risk management, ownership design, asset protection. These elements are often invisible during growth, but critical during adversity. Kevin Wessell frequently contrasts sustainable entrepreneurship with what he describes as hype-driven business culture. Modern platforms often promote rapid success stories, luxury lifestyles, simplified paths to wealth. Kevin Wessell takes a more measured view. Real entrepreneurship is built on value, discipline, and time, Wessell explains. Hype is built on appearance. The difference becomes clear when businesses face real-world conditions, economic downturns, increased competition, regulatory scrutiny, market shifts. Businesses built on strong systems tend to survive. Businesses built primarily on attention often struggle. For Kevin Wessell, longevity, not visibility, is the true measure of success. After more than 30 years in business, Kevin Wessell has developed a consistent leadership framework built on 3 core principles. Kevin Wessell evaluates decisions based on their long-term impact. Short-term wins can be misleading. The real question is whether a decision strengthens the business years from now. This applies to growth strategy, legal structure, and financial planning. A business must be built on systems that can withstand pressure. Kevin Wessell emphasizes strong legal frameworks, reliable financial systems, clear operational processes. Weak systems may go unnoticed during growth, but they fail when tested. Kevin Wessell views credibility as one of the most valuable assets in business. Reputation compounds over time, just like capital. Trust built through consistent performance creates opportunities that cannot be replicated through marketing alone. Education has been a central part of Kevin Wessell's career. Before building a large online presence, Kevin Wessell spent years teaching entrepreneurs through seminars, workshops, and written materials focused on asset protection strategies, business structuring, real estate investing, risk management. He has also authored books including Build Your Financial Castle, Millions in Mobile Homes, Insider's Guide to Asset Protection. For Kevin Wessell, education is not just about sharing information, it is about changing outcomes. Information changes outcomes, Wessell explains. When people understand structure, they make better decisions. Kevin Wessell measures success differently than many in the entrepreneurship space. Rather than focusing solely on revenue or growth, he evaluates stability, resilience, long-term performance, client outcomes, reputation. Businesses designed with these factors in mind are more likely to survive legal challenges, economic shifts, and competitive pressure. Sustainable success doesn't happen by accident, Wessell notes. It's built through disciplined decisions and strong design. As a long-standing figure in asset protection and business structuring, Kevin Wessell's work has generated ongoing discussion among entrepreneurs and clients. His decades of experience, combined with direct client engagement and educational outreach, reflect a consistent focus on structured planning, legal strategy, and long-term results. Kevin Wessell's reputation is built on experience in real-world business environments, emphasis on legal and structural integrity, a long-term approach to client outcomes. Entrepreneurs who follow Kevin Wessell are typically focused on more than growth alone. They are interested in protecting accumulated wealth, structuring businesses intelligently, reducing legal and financial risk, building long-term stability. The Business Guy platform speaks directly to individuals who understand that success is not just about making money, but keeping it. For Kevin Wessell, entrepreneurship is not defined by visibility, speed, or short-term success. It is defined by durability. Anyone can start a business, Wessell explains. The real challenge is building one that lasts. Through his work as the Business Guy, Kevin Wessell continues to emphasize a principle that separates sustainable success from temporary achievement. Growth builds wealth. Structure protects it. And durability defines it.